Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Um, if you are watching first time, my name is Joseph. We live in North Carolina, Zone 7B. I have shared my front yard garden tour 2 weeks ago, and I really got good appreciation. Thank you very much for all the nice comments and appreciation. Uh, this video I want to share my porch area plants, and I have a few shade area in the backyard. I want to share my shade area plants. I'll explain the plant name and all. And first, I'll give you a quick walk through my porch area plants and plant name details. I hope you will like the tour of this video, and if you like that, please give a thumbs up, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's start the tour. So this is how my porch area entrance looks. You have seen this, I think, last tour, but I just want to give a quick glance. So I have kept a bunch of like shade area plants here. If you look at this, let me just go back. So let me show you. I think this is some kind of palm plant. It can handle the sun. So I think it's a pygmy date palm. That's what I see on the pot, the name. And look at this, the beautiful silverish. This one plant name is I think common name is angel wings. Botanical name I don't remember. Botanical name, yeah, I think Synesia, I believe it's called Synesia. And this one coral bells, heuchera. And that, the dark leaves is colocasia. I think that's black magic, colocasia black magic, and that is the hosta. So these are all the plants. As I like the having the contrast colors, so you could see the different contrast colors here. And if I turn back, you could see here different plants. So in this area I kept 3 pots, and this one is coleus, and it's a pot. You have a couple of plants inside, and this is a creeping jenny, speller plant. And this one, I like this one. This plant is Jacob's ladder, variegated Jacob's ladder. I really love the texture and the pattern on the leaves. And this prefers part shade area. All these 3 plants prefers part shade area, so I kept here. And this one also, you could see how it looks nice, the leaves texture and foliage, and I like the purple blooms too. And this one is the dead nettle, I think lamium. So all 3 looks together beautiful here. I like this, and it's really bright, different colors. I love that how it looks. And I kept here, if you look at here, I think I have shared this making of this pot video, like I'll share in the description my shade area planted, the video name. I have a couple of plants here. This one is really, I like it, the way the color it looks, Persian shield, and it prefers part shade. And this one is begonia. I didn't expect this grow this fast. And so my idea was like, I wanted to grow that Persian shield tall, and this like medium height. And I have a kind of give a feel of spiller plants in the pot. So this one is a pink lady, it called it turtle wine. And I have a this fern also here. If you look at here, this is the fern. So I kept very small. I think it's probably 1.5 months, 2 months ago, and now it's all grown up. And I mean, it's surprising for me the begonia grows so fast and so tall, and it's kind of dominating the Persian shield here. I was not expecting that. And this one is again a tropical plant, palm. Some kind of palm, I believe. I don't know the exact name of that, but I love the way it looks. It gives a tropical feel of it. So I like this. If we let me go back, and you could see all the plant colors here in the porch area. And so this area still, even though it's a west direction, I get sun after 2 p.m. But I have kept this, this one, the small filter to filter the shade in the afternoon, so that filter a little bit. And this is a fan, and I think there is one more plant. Yeah, this one is again pink lady turtle wine. You could see that how the small leaves looks so tiny but looks beautiful. Yes, I like it. I think you can keep that as indoor plant also. It prefers shade area. And that one, really, palm tree, no, that's a fake one. I just kept there for the just to give a better looking. And so I think that's all I have in my porch area, and that looks beautiful. Just to give a quick glance. Let me go back to the steps back, and you could see. I thought you guys saw already this, but I just want me go back and see how it looks. I want to show my different set of partial shade and shade area plants that I am keeping in my backyard. I can take you could see that I got more blooms now for the red heart poker. I'll take you to my backyard area. You could see here I'm keeping this area gets at least morning sun until 1 p.m. Probably around 12 o'clock, then it gets the shade afternoon. So that is the reason I kept hydrangea and other part shade loving plants here. I'll just give a details of these plants. If you go, this is the planter I made, I think 1 month ago, and that's the potato vine is going super fast. And I have the pink gora here, and that's a dusty miller, and this looks good. And this one is that canna lily, and this one is colocasia illustris, and it can't handle really the hot sun, and it needs a lot of water. So if you have this, water every day. And I love this planter here. If you look at here, actually I was not expecting this dark potato sweet vine growing so fast. So this one is a Carolina sweet potato vine, and this one is a hydrangea, the small plant, but I don't see any blooms. I hope it may take some time to get the blooms, probably the next year. And I have a dusty miller here, and I have a pentas here, and another dusty miller here. And this planter really looks very cool. Let me go back. Moving to the next, this one is a jasmine plant. I don't see blooms yet. I think it started slowly. Yeah, little buds there, here and there. That's jasmine. It's a really beautiful smell. And moving to the next, this one is limelight hydrangea. It can this hydrangea really can handle the sun. But I kept this area, just to get the morning sun. Still, I just want to be on the safe side. So I had bad experiences in the past with hydrangeas. So, but to see the blooms, I think the June and July month is the best time to get the blooms from the hydrangeas plants. And I kept this in the plant so that I can move, and I put some, you know, 2 fen plants there. So it looks really, you know, vibrant colors, and I love the blooms. And moving to the next, and this one is just a Mexican petunia I just kept here, so I want to plant it somewhere at my backyard all the way to the end. And I kept the bulbs, these are the caladium bulbs, and somehow I think I planted the bulbs very late, so I see the plants you know, started coming up, but it's very slow. And that's a perennial Veronica, you know, with that Speedwell Veronica. And this one is the elephant ears. I like the basically the colocasia plants because the leaves, they come in different colors, textures, and it really covers, you know, the area in the garden, and it's really a beautiful. These colocasia plants are best, you know, thriller plants for the containers too. And I have lavender here, and that's another lavender. I like the lavender smell. And this is the new one I bought from Home Depot this year. So I have plans to keep it somewhere in the garden next year, probably next springtime, but I want to keep it in the planter. And this one I got from the Home Depot. It has a lantana creeping jenny. It came with a planter. So, but you see the blooms, hydrangea blooms. So this is a limelight hydrangea. It looks beautiful. And moving further, this area I kept, this area gets shade after I think 12 o'clock, so mostly morning sun here. And that the planter at the bottom, this one is dahlia. I planted the bulbs waiting for the blooms. These two are the sedum family autumn firecracker. You get nice pink color spike kind of blooms September month, and it looks really nice during that time. And that's dahlia. And this one is, I think, Southern Living. From Southern Living, it's a colocasia family, but I don't know the name of this. I think it's something called a different name, like a wacky blah. I don't know, I may be telling the wrong. It's a wacky something, like I'll share on the screen. And that's the polka dot plant. This one is a gardenia. I don't see the blooms yet. And that's from proven winners, some prize prince cut grass or something. And this one is my favorite hydrangea. Let me take to you the closer. This one is a tuxedo red hydrangea I got 2 years ago. Still I'm expecting more blooms, but it's a lace cap type blooms, I believe. And you see that the blooms here, you know, it looks nice. This hydrangea can't handle the afternoon sun, so I kept here this shade area. So my idea was make it like a little better looking area, this, you know, when I add probably the patio, cement patio, but I want to keep these plants here. And yeah, I think I'm expecting definitely more blooms from this hydrangea. And this again, the common small planter, I have the coral bells. And this one is, I think, tick seed. Yeah, tick seed plant. And again, this one from the colocasia. I like the how the leaves looks, you know. That's the reason I bought 2 of these plants, you know. One is here and another here. Maybe if I make the bigger planter, I want to keep this as a thriller plant. And this corner I kept all the mostly like shade loving plants here, you know. Giant calla lily, I think the bloom time is over. I got white blooms during month of May, then no blooms after that. And those are a couple of hostas I kept. My plan is like, you know, maybe I'll move when I expand my garden beds, so I love to keep the hostas. And this is another shade area plants I shared in a video like 1.5 months ago. This one is really looking cool because the other planter I showed, you know, that one the begonia really dominated, but this one don't have the begonia. That's why you could see the Persian shield, you know, it's really occupied the planted, and it looks, this is what I was expecting actually. See that, you know. And I have a caladium and the fern also in this planter, and it looks really nice, and I can see the contrast color in the pot. Probably I don't have a spot for this in my porch area, so I just kept here. And this is actually the hydrangea plant. I cut it very low because I think it shows some disease, so it's growing back again. And these are this one and that one can go as indoor plants also, like inch plant I believe. And I think that tricolor plant, it can grow as an indoor plant or a complete shade area and outdoors. Probably it's a perennial outdoors, maybe zoning 8 and 9, not here definitely in the North Carolina. So I moved that to indoors before first frost, both plants. And this is another planter. It's a similar same planter I have showed here, you know. You see, this is the planter and the same planter, that one. Same set of plants I kept in the planter. Dusty Miller, Carolina sweet potato vine, and pink gora. And this one is elephant ear. I kept the bulb few months ago, but its growth is very slow, so I'm expecting probably coming months or maybe the next season it will grow super fast. And I think this is Indian variety plant, because I don't think here we get in the garden centers this plant. I think it's called Brahmakamalam. It's supposed to be in the indoor plant. I just kept it needs some outdoor weather for a few days. I'll move into probably indoors in 1 or 2 weeks. So that's all of my pot shade area plants, and I hope you liked it. If you liked my plants, my pots, don't forget to give a thumbs up to my video, and I hope you liked all the plant details and varieties here. And that is all. If you want to just quick look at my backyard, this is how it looks. And all the way end I have, that's my vegetable bed, and I have nice woods, and I get very nice shade in the afternoon and evenings, so I will love to spend here in the garden area. And again, these all the planters, you know, the curry leaves, all vegetable plants here. So that's all. Thank you guys. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to my video. Have a great day.